looked vulgar against the hand-painted wallpaper of the sunlit orangery. Detective Elena Alvarez stepped under the yellow plastic strip, the sound of her boots on the marble floor, the only noise in the cavernous room. Usually crime scenes smelled of copper, gunpowder, and fear. This one smelled of lemon verbena and floor wax. It had been 12 hours since the incident. The bodies were gone, zipped into bags and carted away to the sterile chill of the morgue, but the silence they left behind was heavy. Elena stood in the center of the dining room, holding a tablet. On the screen were 3 faces. 3 fatalities, she muttered to herself, swiping through the digital files. No connection, no shared history, just a dinner reservation. She walked to table 12, a small two-top near the window. Elena Rojas, Elena said softly. The influencer. The table was still set, though the evidence techs had dusted the crystal for prints. A ring light was still clipped to the edge of the mahogany, its battery dead. It looked like a toy in a room built for serious people. Elena moved to the center banquette, table 4. Marcus Thorne, she read. The shark. The wine glass stain was still there, a splash of violence on the pristine white tablecloth. It looked like a Rorschach test. Thorne was a man who made enemies for a living, but poisoning his steak seemed too poetic for a corporate hit. Finally, she walked to the quiet corner, table 20. Sarah Jenkins, she whispered. The librarian. This one bothered her the most. Thorne had enemies. Elena had the chaos of the internet. But Sarah Jenkins? She was a woman who collected overdue book fees and knitted scarves. Collateral damage? Or was the randomness the point? Detective. The voice came from the kitchen pass. It was smooth, low, and utterly devoid of anxiety. Elena looked up. Standing behind the stainless steel counter, illuminated by the heat lamps, was Chef Julian Vance. He wasn't cowering in his office or lawyering up in the corner. He was polishing a copper saucepan with a microfiber cloth. Chef Vance, Elena said, walking toward the open kitchen. Most people take the day off after 3 patrons die in their dining room. The copper tarnishes if it sits, Julian replied, not looking up. His rhythm was hypnotic. Rub, turn, rub, turn, and the sourdough starter must be fed. Bacteria do not observe mourning periods. Elena leaned against the pass, staring him down. The medical examiner is confused, Julian. They're calling it anaphylaxis, but 3 people don't simultaneously develop a fatal allergy to the same dish unless something was introduced. Julian finally stopped polishing. He looked up, his eyes pale and unreadable. The kitchen is a chemistry lab, detective. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, volatile reactions occur. Elena turned her back on him, walking back out into the empty restaurant to continue her investigation. After her encounter with Chef Vance, Elena is even more suspicious that Julian knows what happened to these 3 individuals. Now, she had to relive their last moments to understand why they had to die.
What do you think should happen next? Please let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and follow for more of The Final Course.